What's going on, Money Circle fam? Hope you guys are having another awesome day. So I was sitting here making content for my other socials, and I got into my YouTube and realized that we haven't talked about the challenge of going from $5 in the stock market to $1,000 in about a month or so. So naturally, I got to update you guys for the sake of transparency and everything going on, because man, has this challenge really been difficult for me. But before I talk about where we're at with it and give you some updates, if you are somebody who's new to this page, my name is Rick. I am a finance guy. I love to learn how to build wealth, but I also love giving back some of the experience knowledge I have to help you build wealth as well. So if that's something you're interested in, smash that subscribe button below so you can keep up with not only this journey of going from $5 in the stock market to $1,000 as fast as I possibly can, but also anything that you may want to learn as far as wealth building, investing in the stock market, crypto, real estate may be concerned. You want to make sure that you have the subscription to this page, and then also you have the bell notification on. So I believe where we left off was I had a strategy of diversifying what we had in the account between a couple of different stocks and letting them gain as we started to get a little bit more clarity on the tariffs, because the tariffs really have taken their toll on this challenge. When the administration got in, I thought for certain that we are going to see a massive gain in the stock market, and that's just not what we're seeing. The tariffs have not quite gone as smooth and streamlined as I think not only America had hoped, but the entire world had hoped. And so because of that, there's a lot of uncertainty. The VIX is reaching new heights now, and it's caused a lot of people to panic sell. And obviously, being this challenge is specifically centered around investing in the stock market, that really hasn't played well into this. So I have tried the day trading route. I'm still learning how to day trade, but I definitely have put that to the side and not really focused on it so much, because day trading, from everything that I'm reading, gathering, I mean, I got books on how to read charts, and I'm going through a course right now on how to day trade, but everything that I'm understanding about day trading is it takes time, but you also have to be willing to risk your money too. And sometimes that's tens of thousands of dollars in some cases. So obviously, for the sake of time, I want to play to my strengths for this. Day trading is something that I'll learn over time, but for the sake of this challenge, I don't think it's smart for me to bring that in, because at any given time, I could gain 50, 60, 70% on a stock, but I could also lose 50, 60, or 70% like we have already seen as part of this challenge. So I feel like diversifying was one of the best ways that I could at least hedge against a loss while the uncertain times are going on with the tariffs. Now, the tariffs are still very much going on. It's April 27th, and we've only gotten more and more uncertainty surrounding them. There's been, I believe, 2 or 3 tariff raises on China alone. Canada also has not been playing ball with the U.S. tariffs, and the global economy isn't responding well either. So this has left us, as far as this challenge goes, in a position of kind of a wait-and-see pattern, but also trying to play it safe and preserve the capital that we do have. So I have definitely been playing a little bit of that route, of the wait-and-see route, but it is definitely dragging this challenge out. I know my original goal was to hit the $1,000 in 6 months. I mean, we're 3 months into this thing, and I'm not close to it, and that's in total transparency. However, there is some positives coming out with the tariffs right now, and there has been some positive sentiment going on around some of the metrics in the stock market. We're getting decent CPI numbers. They're talking about interest rates dropping here in May, but then also there are countries coming to the table with the United States and negotiating new trade deals as well. So there is some positive sentiment, but again, the vast majority of it is negative. So that's made navigating the tariffs a little bit more difficult. So I have been able to gain at least some of the money back that we have lost with a couple of different plays. I was able to catch NVIDIA on an uptick, and then I also caught some others as well, which I'll show you them right here. This has increased what we're able to invest, but obviously I'm still not satisfied, right? As somebody who takes pride in my investments, we're getting wins, but we're not getting them nearly at a rate that I'd like to get them at. So it's kind of interesting being in this position because I've always been a long-term type investor, and I've learned to put my emotions to the side for long-term investing. But being this is such a short-term driven challenge, I've had a lot of emotions come up that have put me in a position to kind of take a step back and be thankful for the fact that I am learning this stuff right now, and I am trying to get better. And that's part of the investing game, is when you create a challenge like this for yourself, you're not going to be perfect at it. The ideal scene would have been me getting to $1,000 in the stock market in 4 to 5 months. But with all the uncertainty and the fact that I'm now taking on new things of learning how to day trade, which is something I wouldn't have been interested in, or learning how to read stocks, which is not something that I've really ever been interested in, but now it's starting to interest me more. I would have never gone head on with learning these new skills without this challenge. So, it has come, of course, with its pain points, but I always look at things on the bright side because I am learning a lot right now, and it's keeping me motivated to continue learning more about the stocks and kind of the micro and macroeconomics of the entire thing, because before that's not something I was looking at with stocks at all. So I'm not taking our delay in getting to $1,000 in a negative light. I'm looking at it in a positive light, like I look at everything in investing. Sometimes you have to sacrifice money in order to learn lessons, in order to build true wealth for yourself. But that true wealth comes from the lessons that you learned during events or situations like this. So with that being said, yes, we have caught a couple of stocks that have helped us kind of gain at least a little bit and mark some wins down on the board, because we have been experiencing a lot of L's throughout this challenge. So that has definitely helped kind of build that confidence up that we're getting back on track with where I'd like to see us in the challenge. But where does that leave us now? So kind of interesting. There was an IPO opportunity that came up for this company here, Arrow Holdings. And I was starting to read about Arrow Holdings and what exactly they do. And they very much play into the same theme and industry that I like to play in, which is AI. And specifically vehicles. So a lot of you know that I'm a big player in Archer Aviation. I'm a big player in Joby, and I was a big player in Tesla. And I believe that that's an industry that's just getting started, and so the growth potential for it is huge. And so when I was reading about this company, Arrow Holdings, and the fact that they were going IPO, it really interested me. Now, not only are they going IPO right now, but the past 2 companies that have gone IPO have shot up. One of them shot up 2,400%. Webull shot up 2,400% in a matter of 2 days. So there's a lot of investors that are playing IPOs right now, and they're doing really well with them. So when I saw Arrow was going IPO, it really checked off all the boxes for what I was looking to do with this challenge. Get into an industry that I know, get into AI, and really capture the excitement behind AI. But then number 3, catch an IPO at its early stages. So this one popped up on Robinhood, and I saw the price point for it, and it fit perfectly into the challenge. So they're projecting the IPO to start between $14 and $16. I locked in a position for $19 just in case it starts a little bit higher. Now, here's the bad part about it. We're locked into this right now. It was projected to go IPO the 16th or 17th of April, but because of market volatility, it still has not gone IPO. So that means that I have $19 locked up into this stock waiting for it to go IPO in hopes that it'll do what Webull did and just gain 100, 200, 300% because that would help tremendously put us back on track for the challenge. So I'm still waiting for this thing to go IPO right now, and until the markets kind of cool off a little bit and we're not seeing as much volatility, it's going to stay locked up in this stock, which kind of sucks because while that's going on, NVIDIA has been killing it. BBAI, which I'm a huge player in BBAI, that climbed 21% the other day, and Tesla has climbed. So you have Tesla, NVIDIA, and BBAI, all players in which I know a lot about those companies. I'm very comfortable with those companies, but I've been slow playing them because of the tariffs. Well, I missed those because I had money locked up in Arrow. So where we're at right now with the challenge is I do have a little bit of money saved in the account that I'm ready to deploy that I can't deploy right now because I don't know where the Arrow Holdings IPO is going to start as far as price goes. So I have to keep that money locked up until Arrow actually IPOs, and then I'll probably sell it a day or two after it IPOs and try to cash out as much as I possibly can. So right now where we stand with the challenge is I have this position in Arrow locked up for $19 at one share. That's all I have is one share. And then I have another $7 that I can deploy at any time in order to, try to keep gaining more and more on the, my washing machine was going crazy. It threw me off my game there. But then I have another $7 that I can put into the stock market at any time, but I probably won't right now just because I don't want to get pushed out of my position with Arrow because yes, it's saying that they're projecting it to be $14 to $16 when it IPOs, but it could start higher than that. So I want to give myself a little bit of leeway in case it does. That way I still can keep that position. So that's where we're at right now. I'll update you guys. There hasn't been a lot of changes. Hopefully the tariffs end pretty soon because that's when we're really going to start to see the stock market absolutely kill it. But I appreciate you guys for the support in this. And again, this is a learning process for me. This is why I like making videos. This is what has helped me kind of gain wealth over time since I started in investing. And I just like being able to bring you guys along for the journey. So if this is something that you're interested in, make sure that you smash that subscribe button. Other than that, again, thank you for all the support and I hope you guys have a great day.